The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. On second down, he'll let it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. Fourth down's coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Escapes the sack. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, it's Brown. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He's going to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Miller. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Coming after it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Arizona State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll keep it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They'll run for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And the pass, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Here we go. Trying to pound their way in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so. Welcome, everyone, to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cyclones' offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going, with the 3rd and long coming up. Pressure coming. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sun Devils offense will get the ball for the first time. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. Finds his target down the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man,
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Alston. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Black. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the route is on.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Slings it downfield. Working on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. To the air, it's Beck. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You got to take advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker. It's Sherman. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Humphrey. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because
got a lot of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Coming after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
and it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation. They've feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Brown. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He wants to take the top off. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Ball's at the 15 on second down, and they need 9. Looking for a man. It's Reed. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Running it back, it's Brown. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Black. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
He'll bring it back. It's Brown. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
The give on the inside. At the 35, he's open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day. So
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. To the air, it's Reed. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Brown. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Arizona's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before, calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste. This rivalry goes back to before Arizona was an official state. Just think about how deep and how old this rivalry is.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Garcia wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Flushed out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Garcia to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time. After fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Bringing it back, it's Brown. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got him wide open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the quarterback can't get away, and down he goes. No time left on the clock. They passed on the field goal try, and they'll get nothing in like it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Spinderella. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it. And right now, they're pulling away.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Arizona in a hurry. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Garcia wants to throw. Unleashes one. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown. What a play by the defense there. Loose football. Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trying to get to him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Garcia to pass. Coming after him. Feeling some heat. It's complete. At the 35, he's got room. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Arizona comes out with another first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. They're trying to get to him. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. That's not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now in the entire country and all of college football knows that this team's for real. They've got to put it together now to close this season out strong.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been
Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Wildcats' offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Johnson. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That'll be a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. On the return, it's Black. The Sun Devils offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. And the Wildcats will line up to punt it away. With the return, it's Brown. And the returner will be brought down. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, ASU.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quick throw testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
You know, I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Short connection to the tight end here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Offense tops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. And the Wildcats will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Running it back, it's Brown. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
The Wildcats will kick this away to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver.
Got space, looking to score. Muscled out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Oh, the running back, I think he might be frustrated. He had such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted to take that one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. I don't blame him.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Arizona State, and the beatdown continues. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Caught in the flat by the running back. That's a strong stiff arm.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. From the shotgun, handoff inside. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. And the Wildcats will send the punt team onto the field. Just able to get it away. And they spot it down just outside the 30. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And this one is getting ugly. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. To throw, it's Johnson. Trying to get the throw off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pressure is coming. And this is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
Bringing it back, it's Brown. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That is a big play, finally brought down at the 44. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Touchdown, ASU. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is missed. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. The pass rush closing in. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. All that for 576 XP. Oh, yeah. Big 12 champs, yeah, woo woo. All right. I don't know how to fix any of this stuff. This pro potential and risk of transfer and play time. I don't know how to fix any of that. It doesn't talk about it at all. Okay, so we got to take him off of the board. And then we got to... Anybody else? Oh, okay. Oh, alright, alright, alright. Okay. 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 Few job offers. Job downgrade, downgrade, downgrade. That's funny. No, we'll stay here. Top stories. Oh, Bama. Bama USC. Early National Signing Day. What the hell is this about? Oh, yeah. Okay, we got him. I think we got him locked up. Oh, that sucks. I wanted, damn it. We needed a 4-star free safety. We needed it. This seems pretty locked and loaded. Same. Alright, we'll leave those. Fullback, free safety, right outside linebacker, and a center. Let's see the transfer portal. How's the transfer portal looking? Transfer portal will be available during the off season. See, like all this shit here. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. See, like team needs. Like we know what the team needs. Anyways. We looking in the college football. Oh wait, who won? Oh really? My D tackle was second in voting? That's funny. I had no freaking clue. I wasn't paying attention to the highest one because it's like I knew I wasn't winning it. That is so funny. Okay. Bowl matchups. Where is... There we go. Michigan. Michigan winning, that makes sense. Okay, college football player bracket. Okay. Who's going where? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Bracket one more time. That's a nice boulder. So we're playing Oregon. We're playing Oregon is what you're saying? Okay. Let's get that queued up then. Oh. Ooh, we're a 90 overall. There we go. There we go. We'll play the Ducks. We will play the Ducks. Alabama won. Oh, what a shootout. Head coach. Head coach of the Hoosiers? Alright, look at me go. Yeah. Okay, let's go bracket here. Oh yeah, that one wasn't even close. Okay. Bama playing Clemson makes sense. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, all right. All right. Well, we will continue that at a later time. It is super late. Oh my gosh. Ugh, it's super late, and I don't want to blitz through these final 4 games, so we'll save that for another stream here. Let me get the other one queued up. All right. Look at that. Look at that. 4 levels up. A victory royale. Earned victory crown. That's the one to end on. That is the one to end on. So, let's check match stats. I don't think I was walking around a lot. Alright, people. Well, we're going to end the stream here. Thank y'all for hanging out, though. This was fun. This was super fun. Super fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys in the next one.